Hi everyone, I'm Grant. Can you guess where on earth in Perth we are today? I don't think that's very hard to work out where we are in Perth today. Yes, we're in Kings Park. We're going to go on a memorial hunt. Apparently Kings Park has the most memorial statues anywhere in Australia. Check out that amazing view. So believe it or not, Kings Park has 50 memorial statues around the park. I'm walking towards the big one that everyone is obviously aware of, and that's the State War Memorial. I'm sure everyone knows Kings Park from this monument. Today we're going to go and look for the other 49. Let's see how many of those we can find. To start our hunt of the memorials, we're going to go all the way back to the beginning of Fraser Avenue, where I think the first one is located. So let's head back to the beginning, the entry of Kings Park, and see what we can find. Just check out that incredible view that you get from Kings Park. We're all aware of that view. But today is not about the views, and it's all about the statues. Did you know that most of the trees that line the honour avenues in Kings Park are all dedicated to someone who's lost their life during a war? When you see the amount of plaques that are lining the streets in Kings Park, it's rather sad. So here we are at the first memorial statue at the entrance to Kings Park, and I believe this one is about the war in South Africa from 1899 to 1902. So the next one that we found is a little bit off the track here, and it's from 1920, and it's from the HMS Queen Elizabeth, one of the shells. Such a beautiful day to be here in Kings Park today. The sun's out and it's hard to believe that we're only probably days away from winter starting, so incredible day. And walking towards the next one now, and it's for the 10th Light Horse Regiment. This beautiful little shelter here was originally tea rooms back in 1899. So incredible, 1899 tea rooms. We're now walking towards one of the newer additions to Kings Park, and this is the Barley Memorial. What makes the Barley Memorial alignment so special is that on the 12th of October each year, the axis of the alignment of these walls catches the sunrise and it comes straight through and lights up the memorial plaque right here. Here's our next one. Rather grand. Big staircase leading up to the centre. We go up to this rather grand memorial, and this one is for Victoria, Queen and Empress, 1837 to 1901. So Queen Victoria has an amazing view looking straight out across the city and the Swan River. Next up we've got a wishing well from Rotary International to help those less unfortunate. Throw your coins in and make a wish. Great view of the city. As you can see, Kings Park gives some amazing views of the city right across the river. Beautiful day here in Perth. Next up we have the 16th Battalion from 1914 to 1918 in memory of those who served in the Great War. Then right next door we have another one, the 2nd 16th Australian Infantry Battle. And then here you've got one in memory of the Kokoda track. Next up we've got a water fountain which was laid in 1901 as a tribute to George Leake, who was the Premier of the state. One of the centrepieces at Kings Park is of course the Eternal Flame, which leads down to the State War Memorial. State War Memorial here. It was erected for the Great War in 1914 to 1918, lest we forget. And of course the State War Memorial overlooks Perth and the beautiful Swan River. And the State War Memorial is just lined with those men that gave up their life during war. And this one was dedicated to the members of the Jewish faith in Western Australia who died in active service in the war. Entrance to the West Australian Botanic Garden. You really need to visit Kings Park during the wildflower season. Then we have a very impressive one of Lord Forrest. Sir John Forrest was the first Premier of Western Australia from 1890 to 1901. The water today looks absolutely perfect. So next up, we have the Pioneer Women's Memorial. A memorial in memory of the many Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Australians who gave their lives while serving the Australian Armed Forces. Again, all the monuments and memorials throughout Kings Park are just placed in the most beautiful surroundings, most having an incredible view of Perth. Here's another place in Kings Park I haven't discovered before. What a beautiful place to sit and reflect. Just like the seat says, you are not alone. Now we enter a place of reflection. What a stunning view we have here. I don't know if you can read it on the bench there, but it says, a journey of hope and healing and peace where you do not walk alone. And as you can see, what a beautiful view it overlooks. So here we are, a place of reflection. Now we have one I've only recently discovered, and that's the Firefighters Memorial Grove. In memory of all West Australian firefighters who've served and given their lives in protecting the communities. So many beautiful places to discover in Kings Park. Another beautiful place of reflection. Check out how the sun comes through. So many places to just sit and relax and enjoy the view. So many beautiful little monuments to discover. How do they get a rock like that in a setting like this? It's just so sad looking at some of these plaques along the tree-lined streets. We've got two brothers here, one only 21 and 23, that have both died. A family to lose two sons, how sad. And all these tree-lined streets just have plaque after plaque. Another honour roll set amongst the trees on one of the many avenues lined with the plaques. The memorials are literally spread out right throughout the park. This one for Tobruk, 1941. And yet another honour roll, this time for Borneo, prisoners of war that never returned home. We didn't find all the 50 statues and memorials today. I'll leave the rest up for you to discover on your next visit to Kings Park, Perth, Western Australia. Thanks for watching everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for more great videos. I'll leave you with one last look at the State War Memorial.